What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol SQBG for Sequential Brands Group. On the left-hand side, we're looking at the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, we have the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, because this is a brand new ticker to the channel, we're going to start by mapping out obvious areas of support and resistance from the daily perspective. Then we'll drill down further into the 30-minute time frame chart and see what else is happening from that standpoint. So for now, just quickly mapping out a couple of these prior points that strike me as obvious from the daily perspective. Most of them are overhead, as you can see, so those are going to act as areas of resistance. Taking a look at, actually before we jump to the 30, I do want to mention the fact that this was a well-defined range from in the past, and you can clearly see that on today's activity, we came into the bottom of the range and started to pull back a little bit. So that's a very technical level. If you're going to have anything on your charts for upside continuation, please make it $9.28. The next thing I'll say as we're just sort of marking this up is obviously there was some really large green volume on today's session, so that strikes me as bullish. A lot of new eyeballs on this stock. We'll see if we can get some upside follow through. Taking a look at the 30-minute perspective, though, just to sort of break this down and get a little bit more granular, of course, whenever we're dealing with range expansion, we like to look at it through the lens of the Fibonacci tools. So we'll go from the low to the high and just sort of see where our bullish consolidation was. The 38.2 was violated, but you can see that the 50% retracement was respected, and it also coincided with prior support from in here, so that strikes me as structural, kind of more important, right, than our Fibonacci's, which of course are ratio numbers. So the structure is good. I would argue that 707 is the number to be watching for bullish continuation going forward. So anything further like this strikes me as fine and healthy. You're clearly looking for the breakout up and over the prior range bottom, which is now the intraday, right, 30-minute range top at 928. So a breakout there should take us into the range, and as we know, whenever we're moving back in, we should be looking at the upside as the potential target. So 1223 would be that upside number after that monitor for continuation into 1450. Of course, this would have to happen on really solid volume, something comparable to today and or just slightly lower, right? Something like this as things sort of stabilize and get back down towards normal, but elevated is of course good. The line in the sand, as we discussed, is $7. If we start trading underneath that, I really wouldn't be looking for longs, just simply because this would be a backtest failure, right? Doing something like this, and we could move lower from there. And if we head on over to the trade tab, you can clearly see that this is not something you're going to short via shares, and there's obviously no options chain here to go short via puts, so just take downside activity off of your radar on a name like this. So you know my thoughts, you essentially know what I'm looking for upside continuation. It's all going to hinge upon, do we consolidate in this box, and do we break out to the upside to fulfill our next target at $12.23, not interested under 7. So if you enjoyed the video, if you learned something new, let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.